G'day, welcome back to JC's Carport. Been a while since the video, but anyway, we'll rip into it. So today I'm going to, it's going to be back on the 245. Going to try and get this up and running, get it to idle, get it to warm up a bit, see how smoky and fumey she is, see if it's worth keeping. So I'm going to be using this adapter plate and this tree fitty Holley, and I'll rig up a bit of a petrol situation up there, gravity feed, and might even throw some water in the radiator to see how we go. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, start by pulling this carby off. Yeah. This should come right off. Already had it off. Those who watched the other video of the initial carby removal will remember this thing was, I don't know, she was just stuck on there big time, but yeah, it should come off pretty easily this time with a bit of luck. Yeah, didn't want to drop that, but anyway. I'm going to have to get that nut. That's alright, I'll get that. Gotcha. Gee, that's still a bit. Gotcha. All right. Might need this. Yeah, might need that hose for a bit of vacuum blockage. There's the oldie, I think it's a Carter, I think. Yeah, we'll bin that. She's stuffed. Okay. Now I believe that these, oh yeah, cool, go in there. So it's just a matter of getting the rest of these studs out. That one's going to be quite difficult, I think. Hopefully I can just do the old lock nut treatment on here and wind these out quite easily with a bit of luck. Where did another one go? Hang on a minute, lost another one already. No, there it is. Oh, cool. That's nice and easy. That one's come out quite easily. I'll just leave it in while I get these nuts back off. I might have to get a pair of vice grips and get that nut off there, so I'll carry on here and I'll bring you back in directly. Cool. Alright, so I've got that off. Got those out. So we'll get a gasket on. There's already a gasket on there, but just throw one on top for good measure. What do we got? Grab this without losing all the bolts. Nope, that's not going to happen. I'll be sure to spill those everywhere. Hang on a second. Here we go. Yep, cool. Looks like that'll go that way. Oh yeah, right, so it goes that way. So that'll sit there like that. Cool. Oops. So that'll go there like that. Cool. Grab these 4 bolts. Cool. 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 And cool. I'll go and arm myself with a power driver and an Allen key. Alright, I'll be white, black. Stay white here. Alright. Oops. Yeah, this is just to run this up. Doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to sort of leak, but yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect. All right, cool. Now then, I think I've just royally stuffed up, so I've got to try and get these bloody things under here now. Might be lucky. Nope, not lucky. Yeah, well, there you go. There's the stuff up. Maybe that might go under there. Oh, cool. All right, back on deck. Chuck a gasket on there. Beautiful. Throw a carby on there. Cool. Nuts and washers. Probably, I suppose if I was setting this up for performance or something like that, I suppose you'd probably have a spacer under there, like a nice inch thick plastic spacer, but yeah, I'm just trying to get this thing running, so, or at least bloody warmed up at least. That's going to make this thing come out of there. Cool. Of course, I dropped the washer. I'll go and find this washer and bring this back in. Alright, so I got updates. Got me awesome fuel system set up, nice and safe. No fires there. Yeah, heaps of potential for a big fire there. And I put my carburetor on, but it's leaking like a sieve. You can probably see it there. So rather than risk it and burn the whole truck to the ground, I'm going to take the carby off tomorrow and tighten her up, maybe change the gasket or two, find out where it's leaking from, and have another go. So I'll bye for now, and I'll see you in the morning. G'day. Yeah, well, it's the next day. I'm back on this carburetor. So I think part of my leaking issue here is float adjustment. So what I'm going to do is I've taken this side screw off the float bowl. So I'm going to try and bring it up to or down to that level. I think she's just way too full. Oops, bugger. And that's not the way to do it. Righto, yep, so she's starting to, so she's still pouring out of that and she's still pouring out of there. So this is your obviously your float adjustment. You undo this here, screw at the top, and you adjust it with this one here. I'm assuming that oh yeah, that might be alright. seems to I'm thinking I might have I may have a gummed up I'm thinking I may have a gummed up needle and seat turn out there, so I'll have to pull that off and have another go. Right, I'll pull that float bowl off. I'll get right back to you. Alright, so I've taken this float bowl off, and I've got that float that's adjusted really way too low, and she's still pouring fuel everywhere, so obviously that needle and seat is completely failing, so I'll pull that apart and see what else I can do with it. I do have other Holleys there. I might be able to grab a needle and seat out of one of the other ones. Oops. Great. I also the gasket on that carby I made myself as well, so that's probably part of the reason. I'd like to get a pair of needle nose pliers and try and wind that up a bit. Alright, so I've there was a bit of dirt in that float seat, needle and seat, so I got that out. So I'm just going to reconnect the petrol, and hopefully it'll the flow will stop when the float things, when the float rises up to its level. I've got that set quite low, which I'm only trying to run this up a bit, so I don't need it to be where have I lost that bloody thing now? Yeah, I don't need it to be like a high level for running, for driving or anything like that, so yeah. Yep, so I've just lost the major component. Ah, there it is, yeah. Thank Christ for that. Righto. Right. All right. I'll go and get some petrol, and I've got a yeah, that gasket's pretty ordinary, so I've got some of these reusable ones, so I'll bust one of those out directly, and we'll get some more fuel happening. All right. So I've just tested that float. It's a winner. So I'll change this gasket out. I think from memory I knocked this one up, whoops, out of a bit of old gasket paper I found at the tip, so, and I obviously haven't done a very good job of cutting it correctly. So yeah, ordinarily I would have just she'd be right and run it, but I mean, I just sort of thought if it started catching on fire, yeah, it would have been a bit busy. So these are meant to be a reusable gasket, so you can reuse them. So after this job's done, I'll be putting it back in the box because I don't really use this 350 much. Look at that, like I bought one. Alright, cool. Let's get this back on. Cool. Okay. Right. Okay, let's get our petrol hooked up again. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Let's see how that goes. Put that side bung back in. Righto. Alright, we'll just wait and see how that fuel goes. Hopefully we're not seeing fuel pouring out everywhere again. Or hopefully we've at least slowed the leak down a bit. Might be a good place to start. Seems to be slowing down. I think we might be on a winner. Still a bit of air coming out. Oh, yeah, got some fuel. Ah, fuck's sake. Still fucking leaking. Fair dinkum. What's the deal on this? It's dry there. So it must be leaking out of that accelerator pump. And we've still got fuel. Oh, for Christ's sake. Alright, so we've achieved absolutely nothing from all of that, so that's great. Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, I'll have to go back to the drawing board, rebuild a whole carburetor just to run an engine. Alright, too easy. I'll take this whole thing off and start again. I'll go back to the drawing board. I'll get back to yous. G'day, welcome back. So it's the next day for a third day on what should have been a 5-minute job. So I've got it all sorted now, the carburetor's all sorted. I was going to run some water in it and get it sort of warm, dried up, but unfortunately hang on a sec. Excuse me. Unfortunately I've got this situation going on, so I'm just going to do the right thing and leave the hose in it running. I also managed to snap one of the thermostat housing bolts off, so yeah, we'll just run it for as long as I can, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully it doesn't upset the apple cart too much. Oi. Alrighty, let's give that a go. Alright. Starter wire. Here we go. Yeah, great. can get this water on.